Hey Her Spirit Gang, Mel Young, your Her Spirit Strength Coach, and we are ready for week 2 of your strength session. So all you need is some space and some mats or something that's going to be soft that you can lay down on or for your knees. Now I'm going to be introducing some small weights for this session. If you haven't got any weights, but you'd like to kind of just try a little bit more loading, then just some tins of food would be absolutely fine that you can grab from the cupboard. But make sure that they are the same weight, so the same size, okay, for each of those arms and when we do some of the moves. If you're not ready to, that's absolutely fine. You can still keep it body weight, but we're just going to add a couple of repetitions of some of the exercises and just start to progress and see how we get on. All right, so let's do a little warm up first. So just warming up on the spot by a little march. Keep on the balls of your feet and dropping those heels down and getting moving. And it's just getting the heart rate up and getting the blood and oxygen flowing through those muscles so we can be that little bit more mobile. Okay, so as we're marching now, just start to bring those arms around, and as they start to warm up, just take them a little bit higher and right round and behind. Excellent. Okay, couple more. Keep that marching, and now just bring those arms forward. So again, try and get as much movement in the shoulders as possible. Brilliant, well done guys. Okay, just a couple more. Excellent. All right, we're going to do some rotations. So you can see that I just pick up that foot, just pick up that heel and toe tap. So we've got the rotation in the core, and now we're just going to stretch through. So a little bit of movement in the back, but also stretching and moving the shoulders again as well. Excellent. Just a couple more. Brilliant, well done. Okay, so just roll the shoulders and we are hopefully ready to go. All right, so the first move is our squat and shoulder press. And you can still keep the body weight if you wish, but if you want to progress a little bit, just add a few weights. So I'm just going to use my hand weights that I've got here. So have your feet shoulder width apart. You're going to bring the weights and hold them just at the front of the shoulders into the chest. We're going to go for 10 repetitions, but again, do as many as you can. And if you want to help with that depth of the squat, you can pop just a chair behind you and just kind of tap the chair to then push yourself back up. Feet nice and flat, and off we go. So squat down, and then extend the arms right over the head. Brilliant stuff. Good start. So we're halfway that first set already. So let's go for 5 more if we can. Good, last 3. And that last one, big push and release down. So you can pop those weights down if you're using them, or the tins of food, whatever you've used to kind of help with that little bit of progression. Roll the shoulders and just shake off those legs. So what we've done, we're keeping the same amount of reps. We've just now progressed with a little bit of weight. So you may find if you have added some weights now, breathing might be going up a little bit, and that's absolutely fine. And we use this rest just to let the heart rate come down a little bit, get energy back into the muscles, and we're ready for round 2. So if you're ready, grab those weights, feet shoulder width apart, and off we go. So keeping the chest nice and proud, sit back and down, knees track over the feet, and just come down as low as you can. Excellent. 5 more. And last one. Brill. Okay, pop the weights down again. We just use that rest, shake off the legs, roll the shoulders. So again, do as many repetitions as you can. If 10 is a little bit too much still, just get to where you got, and then we can progress each week. All right. So we're going to have that final set. So if you have now been doing body weight for those first 2, maybe for this 3rd set that you try and implement a little bit of a weighted object just to put some pressure onto those shoulders and get that heart rate up a little bit more. So let's get ourselves ready for the 3rd set. Feet shoulder width apart, and let's go. So sit back and down, and just as we stand, raise those arms up. Now make sure that we're not arching back. So really pull in the core as you stand. So we're nice and straight, so no pressure in that lower back. We've got 3 more. 3. Good, 2 and then last one. Big push and release. So we can pop those weights down nice and easy. Excellent, so just shake off the legs, roll those shoulders, take a drink if you need to, and we're going to head on to the next exercise. So for the next one is reverse lunges. And from week 1, we had the wall or back of a chair, just for that light touch for some balance. And we're going to still use that this week if you wish. But what I would like you to do is kind of concentrate now on that knee depth of when you step back and go down for the lunge, okay? So if you felt that you kind of maybe went a quarter, halfway, let's see if we can challenge that and go a little bit deeper. So still 8 each side. Have your feet hip width apart. Keep the chest nice and proud, and we're going to step back. Remember, keep that heel up, front heel is down, and we drop the knee as far as we can go, okay? So 8 each side. When we're ready, let's do it. So again, keeping that chest proud so we're not leaning forward. It will kind of open up the hip range. So if you are a little bit tight, you might find it is pulling you forward. Just try and force that back so you've got a straight line down towards the floor. Good, we've got 2 more. That's it, last one. Okay, we're going to switch it round. So feet hip width apart, get into position, off we go. Good. Okay, we're halfway, so you give me 4 more. Excellent, and then the last one, dropping that knee down as much as you can, step it up and rest. Excellent. Just shake off the legs again, you can bend at the knee just to kind of really release that workload. So we're going to go for second set in just a second. So think about how much was you able to drop that knee? Can we go a little bit lower? So we don't want to be touching the floor, but if we can go as close to the floor as possible, that would be brilliant. All right, so second set, feet hip width apart, step back and drop. Well done. Okay, so we're halfway, so 4 more. And then last 2, so that big push up and stepping forward, last one. Brilliant, and then we switch over, reset, so feet hip width apart, keep that chest nice and proud, step back and drop. Good. Okay, 4 more. So challenge yourself. Last 2. And last one. Step it up and release back. Well done, guys. Excellent stuff. Again, shaking off those legs, releasing off any of that burn feeling that you might be feeling. And what I'm going to do now is get set up for the next move. So we're going to bring it back up to upper body. So we're going to go for the modified press-ups. So for session 1, we wanted to be elevated. So I'm using the bench. So whatever you used for the first time, you can kind of keep that elevation. It's fine. So we need to have a bit of time to kind of progress for this one. We want to get the technique right. So with the bench, I was on my knees. So what I can do is stay on the knee and keep that alignment. Or if you feel ready to, you can bring the hips up and come up onto the toes, so the knees come off the floor. But what we are going to do is we're going to add 2 extra repetitions. So bring yourself down. So first set, onto the knees, bringing the chest down towards the bench, and we go for that 12 reps. Okay, we're ready? Let's do it. Let's do as many as you can, but 12 is the challenge. for 4 and 5. Good. So 6 is halfway. Keep that depth as much as possible. Good. 3 more. Then the last one. And up we come. Brilliant. Okay, so roll those shoulders. Just stretch out. So we've increased 2 extra repetitions, so hopefully you've got those in, and staying on the knees at the height that you feel comfortable with. Now, if you are kind of finding that actually it's feeling pretty comfortable, then maybe on this next set, you can try coming up onto the toes. So please make sure you're over the elevated area. We still keep that technique, but now the hip is lined with the core. So it's going to move weights to protect the bench there. So shall we try? Do as many reps as you can. Let's go for it. Brilliant stuff. So we come halfway. 4 more. And then 3, 2, last one, and relax down. So find your way. Where is your progression? Keep it elevated. Stay on the knees if you're able to, or if you're working from the wall or a kitchen cupboard, which is quite high, then you can be on your toes. Create that angle and bringing the chest down to the area. Elbows 45 degree, so we can really work the chest, arms, and the shoulders all together without putting too much pressure on the shoulder. So we have 1 more set to go. So choose where you want to be, roll in the shoulders, okay, and let's go for it. So I'm going to do half and half. So, you know, if you don't want to do all 12 on the toes, half and half will do, it's still progressing. So 3rd set, here we go. Good. Okay, so I'm now onto that 6th one. So I'm now going to progress, lifting up the hips and finishing off the set. Good, 1 more. Big push. And release up. Well done. Fantastic. Okay, so rolling those shoulders, shaking off those arms. We should have felt that progression really well. So well done, guys. If you were able to just change that up a little bit. I'll put that to one side. Okay, so we're going to now bring it back down to the lower body for those single deadlifts. We're going to still keep with the body weight, but we are going to take it up just 2 extra repetitions on each side, so from 8 now up to 10. Keeping the balance. If you're holding onto the wall or back of a chair, just make that touch really light, so all the work can load into that leg, into the glute, and your core to help you stabilize. So feet hip width apart. Take the leg back. One that's going to stay working, knee soft, chest nice and proud. And off we go. So come down using that hip pivot. Excellent. Okay, so we're coming up to 5 with 5 more to go. Okay, last 2. This is where we've got that extra work now. Last 1. Fabulous. All right, so turn it around. Reset. Feet hip width apart. Take that leg back, ready to work. Keep the posture and focus through. So knee soft. Don't allow the shoulders to drop. You don't want to feel any pressure in your lower back. Good, we've got 5 more. Last 2. And 1 more. Keep that technique. Stand it back up, brilliant. All right, just shake that off again, bend in the knees. We have that little rest. Time to take a drink, and then we'll go for our second set. Both sides, make sure it's 10 reps. Again, that's your challenge. If you can only get a few, that's fine. Just build it up as we go. Okay, so back to your original side. Take a step back, and off we go. Knee soft, chest proud. It's good. So 5 done, 5 to go. Last 2. Excellent, well done. All right, so switch it around. Again, reset. Feet hip width apart. Strong. And place down. Focusing on the same depth each side as well. So you've got that load in. 5 more. And last 3. Good. Okay, last one, feel that stretch and that squeeze as you pull back up. Well done, guys. Okay, so just shake off the legs again, just release that tension, any of that burn sensation that you've got on the back of the legs, just where the loading's happened. And we have got one more exercise. So we need to have that mat space, and we're going back to our Supermans. Now, last week we just created that toe tap back and the hover of the legs, so it just really switched on kind of the deeper core. This time we're now going to bring in the arms, to introduce some of the arms. So with the toe tap, it'll be like a finger tap, so not completely lifting off the floor, just to allow us to create that balance and stability. So calm down onto the mat. Have your wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Now as you take your left foot back, then your right hand comes forward. So toe tap, finger tap, and bring back. And you can kind of keep the hover of that left knee just ever so slightly. So we're always activating that core. We're going to go for 8 each side, but we're going to do one side first, and then we'll go for the other side, okay? So we're just working one side at a time. So when you're ready, let's go. So just a little tap and control. Good, 2 more. Last one. Excellent, reset and other side. So you may find one side feels more stable than the other. So just keep that concentration. Good, 2 more. Last one. Brilliant. Reset again. Original first side. Here we go. Excellent. 2 more. So maintain that nice straight back. Reset and go to the other side. So you don't want any rotation. So it's where you have to really switch on that core. Pull the belly button in. Good. 2 more. Keep the head neutral so I'm dropping the head down. Excellent. Okay, little stretch out. Reset, and off we go for that third and final set. So try not to let the shoulders hunch. Be really strong and strict with this hold. So halfway. Good, 1 more. Brilliant. Okay, reset again for this last side. So tap. Good, 4 more. Last one. And we are done. Brilliant. So just take your back up, just get that stretch. Arch up. And then sit yourself back. If you're comfortable on the knees, roll the shoulders, step forward, push those hips forward. The same side as where that leg is back. Again, bring the arm up and over for that stretch. Same arm, bring across for the shoulders. Fabulous. Down, stretch it forward. So change legs, stretch that hip forward. Bring the arm up and over. Good. Release, bring the arm across. Excellent. Okay, push yourself up onto your feet. Feet nice and wide, feet facing forward. Keep the legs straight, push the hips back as we come down. That lovely back of the leg stretch. And bend the knees, roll yourself up. Hold on if you need to, wall back of the chair, but knees together, push those hips forward. Fab. All right, last side. Hold that stretch. Good. Shake off the legs. Big stretch up. Wind the arms round. And week 2 is done. Brilliant. Well done, guys. Thank you ever so much. And hopefully you're finding the moves starting to become that little bit, not easier, but more doable as we then progress with the repetitions and the style of the move as well. So try again, another once or twice through the week, see if you can get 3 sessions in, and I'll see you soon for week 3. Bye-bye.